I know the light. You know the light. As you say, 4 days and 4 nights. We sometimes have to endure in order to turn it around and look at the truth. And the truth sometimes comes in a thunderbolt. And people will get afraid because they think the storm is going to hurt everybody. No, calmly we'll move. We'll move because we know where potential is. We know the full capacity of what history or time will never be able to measure. That within our spirit, we can hold this. We can hold this and we can say, there are talents that can't be spoken, but must be demonstrated. We've demonstrated that when we were on the cover of a page. It sits now on a Navajo reservation in Hogans. They don't know the meaning, but they see you and me there, embracing one another. I'm so glad you taught me the new way. I'm so glad that there is no division no more. I've heard of you people coming before they put a flag on the ground. I know this. I know this song. I know this song well, and I'd like to share it with you. Mo taho, mo ne taho, honey, mo ne taho, 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 mo ne taho, honey. Mo ne taho, anei. Mo ne taho, taho, taho. Mo ne taho, anei. Mo ne taho, anei. Mo ne taho. Beauty before you, beauty behind you, beauty below you, beauty above you, beauty to this side, beauty to that side, beauty all about you. Beauty is our way. Beauty way I offer you. No storm will not fill your heart with the endurance of knowing 4 days, 4 nights. I offer Chinupa to you with these colors. These are the colors that are captured here. This is the first Chinupa offered to somebody that is not stolen, harassed for. I offer it as Hanagatni, as those people have been waiting patiently and enduringly for this day, for this moment that we honor. That blanket there was wove on the side of the highway, Route 66. Chevys came down the road. They would stop and bring us people who wanted to buy that rug. I sold them many stretch pennies for dollars. Thank you. The wind of time has carried this bag where this has been harvested. This bag is there. I offer it to you as a Sundance. I went when it was criminal in the eyes of the law to do such a ceremony. But when they say you can't, that's why we're here. Because we will. Because human beings will always endure beyond what they've tried to take. We cannot. Because it is not our charge. It is divine if these things happen. This is the ghost dancer. The Apache knew this dance. that this dance here would hold the spirit of what you hold in your hand. It is here that we understand where the sun arrives, where the North Star sinks, where this footprint right here, this footprint that belongs right there, comes to you. This footprint is for you. These stones come from way over there, where my father said, this is beautiful. Nobody should go in there and disturb it. Some things should be left in beauty. This is truth. This is calmness. This is taking that from the valley and understanding that we turn them to each other for results. This is a way to understand how he's carried it with his father. Nobody carries it without being handed it from a carrier. I offer this to you to carry for always. I offer this from the deepest part of me because I know what it is to carry. I've been carrying it alone. I've been having a difficult time to think that somebody would mature enough to get beyond everything and say, we must pull together. We must pull together now. It is time. The village is universal. This is this footprint right there. This is a pouch. I have not burn a hole through this because we'll do this in time. It takes time because it'll take 4 days and 4 nights to burn it through. We have to fill this bag with wisdom.
Thank you.
Your home, where you come such a long ways, it has had to guide the wind for the rest of the wings to understand how the future's coming at us. This is carved by our elders. They found the grain of this, and they realized that it has its own beauty. It has its own message. That our home is just as important as these people who depend on us. Our home, where we know our umbilical cord belongs. We know where our afterbirth will always be. This is for your family.
First on behalf of General Motors, this is a very special thing for us as a company. Today we are going through a lot of hardship, but we will never give up.
No.
This company had 100 years of legacy, and we would carry it into the next 100 years.
No.
But always the right way.
No.
And that's where I'm proud here to acknowledge your confidence in us as a company. And I'm proud of my team that have helped me to carry the vision that General Motors will always do what is right on a long-term basis. For some people, short-term, it may sound wrong, but we will do what we think is right. From a personal standpoint, I'm very moved today, and somewhat it's hard for me to say, but being raised in a family where we had no business people before my father. Everyone were priests or sea captains. It was painful to say that I lost my father in an accident 17 years ago. It gave me strength to move forward very strong. And I've never looked back and missed him because he released his strength in me. Unfortunately, I lost my mother 2 years ago, and it still gives me a lot of pain. But what I believe, it forces me to think more about doing the right things with my heart. And third, I thank you for your vision, your courage, and I want you to continue to stick with us in good times and bad times. Thank you.
This will be so. This will be so. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Of the great potential, huge migrations of potential. Potential came in weeks and weeks, and some looked at it as harvest. Others understood potential must last a lifetime. Keep our young fit. Let them run. And with that sound of the wind, let an elder be behind him, knowing that he is backed up with the wind sound of fire running across the prairie. And with a little sage smoke, let the potential know there is something behind that young man running and that won't turn his way. Let him embrace the path so that when potential cuts away from the run, he fell down. When he fell, this clay was formed. Chanupa. Chanupa is only, they call, pipestone. We both know what that piece of paper and religion has done to what is truth. That you and I have to look at the horizon and see potential for the longest distance, not for the immediate. We have a responsibility. There is no war offending me anymore. There is no duress that I sit here with you. Shield song. This song is sung by that man who's gone to the other world. Alu shei wataya, alu shei wataya, heya heya heya, ha hai. Ah hey yo we ha ah hey yo we ha hunaha oh ho te yo hino te yo ah oi ho ah hey yo we ha ah hey yo we ha hunaha oh ho te yo hino te yo oi ho ah hey yo we ha ah hey yo we ha hunaha oh ho te yo hino te yo hino te yo oi ho traveled in my family's car. Pretty scary. I am looking forward to our wings matching in what is ahead, and that we all soar and we don't flap, and we don't need to flap. We see where we're supposed to be because our wisdom will get us there.
I always want to reinforce that never be afraid of asking for help.
No.
And have patience with us, because sometimes we are up and down as well.
Yes. It's not a perfect day, but we'll get a day by. And all of them will make perfection, but not one. Every single aspect of it, every part of it makes it all. Yes, and that's why this is here.
Thank you.
There was once a place called Russia. They once said communism. They sent a man of prayer over to this country to look for this ceremony. I couldn't do it. It wasn't supposed to be, because I would be arrested. But he came anyway. And only because he came, I was able to do this small ceremony. I asked him to attend. I was much in my youth at it. They're free today, and he dressed up in a uniform. He pulled a surprise on me. I know that didn't happen with us. We spent time together. We know who we are, human beings. We have witnesses, so we always, in our way, offer witnesses to acknowledge whether it's seen or whether it's not, whether it's understood or whether it's just going to pass through. But it's good to acknowledge witnesses. It's good to acknowledge that their presence in witnessing this is also a step for us to keep moving forward and understanding the beauty of it.
All houses were white. Window treatment was not allowed because it was viewed to be the underwear of the devil. And you were not allowed to have the window to the east because that was viewed to be the enemy. So that's how I was raised.
We had a way, and it's being challenged. Nothing ever gets put out. It just has to go hidden for a while. And the world will mature. We endure. The world will mature. This is the beginning. This is the first. This is not. There's no boundary. You understand 4 days before nights. You understand exactly. Everybody. There's no word for what just took place. There's no word for what that sound is. There's no word yet. But in 4 days and 4 nights, it'll all come. It'll all appear. And as long as there's no expectation, beauty.
We seem to be more successful where suppliers view us as their parents, and we treat them as children. Many large suppliers want the other way around, and it's typically not that successful. So that's another reason I'm proud to break new ground with you.
Thank you.
So I need the support of my team, and we cannot have a short-term thinking.
Wonderful. Transport, this is not attached, and it's not meant to be. It's to be placed. Gently, carefully, because if you see, it's not all over. This has been tumbled in the ocean, and this just lays there under its feet. This knocked in with my hand. Chanupa's in there. He's locked in really good. We will go to that place as we move forward, and we will do this burn together. And I will show you it can be done in a correct, noble, honorable way. These are living, these are still alive. They're from our land. They still live. These stones here represent many, many things that have endured. Some have taken them and mass-produced them, but they can never do it right. That 100 years of legacy, I understand. Let's put another one on the mark and show them our legacy of doing it right is where we're going. So it just lays there like this tumbled coral. So carefully it transports. Because nobody when this shows up, so I would get out there with the stick and do this before people would rise to this morning. And in the evening I would put little shells, stones. People would walk over because they couldn't see the bigger picture.
And this is a beach?
This is a beach in Beaver Creek.
And where is this?
This is in South Beach, Florida. This is on the Navajo Reservation. Father, as you say, it's time they go. But I got a blessing, his presence, his mother, his older sister. And I went to visit. And soon after, they say, it's time, it's the time. And as you say, it gives me strength, because now I am responsible for what I say. This was a painting that went to a ceremony, and it was to help. It's gone where it's gone. I painted it. I was hoping you would be able to see it and we would begin the process. I hope you did get to see it live. It was very meaningful, but we will get there again. And maybe real things begin because we will do the ceremony right now. And I won't go around. I'm coming straight to you when we need to do something in the human way. This is a totem pole that Kia, besides being a manufacturer, I have pushed with bread that cultural is important. No culture. I asked them to carve it. I sent it from one side where they could not send it all the way to our headquarters. I put it on the Seminole and told them, stop, silly casino mentality, hang on to your culture. Hold on to your culture no matter where you are. Understand where you come from. This is pipestone. This is Dennis Banks. This is the last quarryman. This is me. I come from the old way. Those songs I sing are of that way. That comes from this corner right there. That's it, right there. This is very meaningful. As you see it every day, you will understand it. But it comes through ceremony. It has been addressed through ceremony. It has arrived in ceremony. It is received in ceremony. It belongs to the future. This is my grandmother. She endured. She made it through. She has, and she always will be, with me, always. We smile today because of her. I am very proud that she kept the culture true, and I'm very happy that I'm able to continue it. This is a peace pagodia. People from all over the world come from all ways celebrating. And I enjoy to share what we've just done today. And it is good that we continue this. This was my instructor. Our way is to have our uncles show us. This uncle showed me the small pebbles of sand. He showed me how this can do anything if you're patient with it. He explained to me, look at the soil, understand where it comes from, know what people carry in the bottom of their foot. I understand this. And this is why today we are where we are, and now we can look to the future. These are my aunts. These are the coins that they say they could buy things. They said, what for? We are putting the time in for the future. There's nothing out there they need. They could comb their hair with the grass, that sweet grass. They could sit on the highway and watch me show up and try to speak to the tourists who said, how much for that? That rug was never done, but I sold it 1,000 times. And they keep trying to buy that rug. It's not for sale. But we smile because I still carry their dimes and their quarters that were once. And that is a long distance of places. That is, over there is the trickster under there. And that blanket he's flipping up. The Creator put the sun, the stars, and the planets. And the trickster showed up. He says, what are you doing? He says, I'm putting up the landmarks so that people can find their way home and not get lost. And they'll know what they're supposed to do. He says, oh, that sounds good. Can I help? You, a trickster, help me? Yes, I really want to help. Okay. He took the blanket and he flung it out. Instead of putting piece by piece, it just flew everywhere. He said, why did you do this? They're going to get lost. All these children, the future will be lost. The trickster said, yes, and I won't go hungry. Here, that gentleman that was on the TV, my father, this is his mother. In 1868, she was a little girl, and they marched her from Fort Defiance to Fort Sumner. She survived. Woodrow Wilson gave her that piece of paper. She patiently wove rugs on the side of the highway. She kept folding it. She said, here, piece of paper. I said, I understand. My father took an ounce of silver and he stretched it. He found my mother. And my mother and him, they took that piece of paper and they folded it. They told me about that blanket before there was commercial dyes. There was simplicity. The sun rises here, look that way. Know that when you know where it rises, you won't be afraid because it will show up. That covered the lodge where Red Cloud, Sitting Bull, Geronimo came to see my ancestors. For this that has no horse. This guy here used to run. He would run right along the side. Well, I put it on the floor of GM, and it is with a good heart and in all beauty. This anoints you and gives you the truth. So this landmark, this is the beginning. Let's get the landmarks so we don't lose the future. Responsibility, dignity is first.
I'm never afraid asking questions. If we put it in our most beautiful place in our lobby, that's fine.
It would bring young persons, and I have always hoped to come in traditionally and say, we are here.
We will do that.
And they will be happy to come and sing in their heart, go home and say, good, I see. We can go back to prosperity. And we can talk to them about Chanupa. By the way, I have another class now. Let's move forward.
I think my view was, I still don't really know why I'm here, that one day I showed up here, and what I feel I have in common with GM is we have never selected the easy way. We always expected the right way, and that's why I'm proud to be part of this company. And many times we could do easy things. We don't do it that way. Because we have 100 years of legacy that we want to protect. And we want to be around for the next 100 years.
We will. That is the truth. They tried to see what is handed to you as a baton. It is not owned, it is a spirit. It's a lot of people that's on that. Looking forward to you speaking through this.
And where should I put it?
In your vehicle. Yes, your family vehicle, or the vehicle that is transporting your nest.
This one.
This one, wherever you sometimes need to get pat, there you go. Sometimes you have to just, where is my wind? And they will come. Where do we need to go? And they will come. Sometimes it's the spirit of just blowing it, and it brings them. Because we got to get off of this. We got to speak from here, and this will carry forward. This feather is this one up here. Adjust the entire team. So they go according. When you move it, I will hear it.
Good. Yeah. Thanks.
Participate globally.